Mike, you've said for the last couple of weeks that you weren't going to win many games when you give up 80 or more, and you're probably not going to lose many when you give up 45. But can you just talk about the defensive effort tonight and how much of what went on in the last couple of days in terms of watching things and accountability and such played into today?
Well, it's been a lot of film work. It's been a lot of practice, a lot of yelling and screaming and trying to get things accomplished in practice. And I thought our guys answered the bell tonight. I mean, our backs were somewhat against the wall, and, losing 3 in a row is not fun for anybody. But, our guys still had good spirits coming into practice, and it was a nice carryover today. We played Indiana defense the way I think we should be playing.
Yeah, Coach, as far as your defense goes, it looked like you guys went away from some of the nail, slot, rim, positioning help and let guys play guys straight up. Didn't bring a lot of help off.
No, that's not true. It's just what they ran offensively.
Okay.
They ran a bunch of staggers. They had a bunch of pinaways. They ran what they call chin actions, where they cut and move and slice off of people. So there's no nail there. We had other people in position if there was breakdowns on the basketball, but for the most part, there weren't a lot of pick and rolls. There were some, but not like what we faced here of late. And I'll never get away from the nail, slot, and rim. So that's what we do.
Right. And then your defense specifically on Chucky Hepburn, what Jalen did, your thoughts on that?
Well, again, it was a total team effort. He played the whole night in a crowd. He saw bodies when he was coming off. I thought our bigs were excellent when they were up on the pick and rolls. We got burned a few times where guards got downhill and made plays, but for the most part, we were solid for 40 minutes.
I guess in particular, just what did it say to you about your team that even when they weren't seeing shots fall, that it just felt like defense was really all they were concerning themselves with, especially in that first half and how it transitioned into the second half?
It's a great question because I know defense win basketball games. And I've been in enough games where neither team could score the basketball, and it's a dogfight. Everybody's scratching and scraping and trying to get a bucket and can't get it. And that's how it was the first half. So I don't mind games like that. I told our guys at halftime that the defense was solid, and if we can just find some offense to get a cushion, we'd be just fine. And I thought we started the second half on a bang. We were great. I think it was an 18-2 run when we started.
Mike, Jordan Geronimo in a dogfight kind of game kind of gives you that energy. That's what you want from him off the bench. Can you illustrate the good things that he did today and what it meant?
Well, Gallo. You said Gallo, right? Oh, well, Geronimo started for us. So, I thought he played so within himself tonight, it wasn't even funny. He did a lot of good things defensively. He rebounded the ball. He finished around the rim. And we're going to need that. He didn't have to guard anyone that was so much bigger than him. We got cross-matched a couple times where the big fella took advantage of him on the block. But other than that, we were able to keep our matchups with Trace and Malik. And when Logan came in, I thought he gave us some positive minutes. It was just a great total team effort.
Mike, staying on the topic of Geronimo, when he's playing the way he is, bringing energy, what does that allow you to do as a team you maybe not able to do otherwise?
Well, it's great. But it can't just be Geronimo. Everybody's got to bring energy. I thought everybody that played tonight played up. They were touching the offensive man, putting heat on the basketball. We were in great position to help and recover. It was a lot of good things from a defensive standpoint that's been missing. And, we just got to build on this game and continue to grow.
Coach, Wisconsin seems to want to run teams off the three-point line, take away the paint area, kind of give you that mid-range too. That seems like Jalen really excelled in that area today. How important was that aspect of his game?
Well, we only took it was great. He's been good at that pretty much all season. We took 8 threes is all we took, and we try to put emphasis on getting the ball inside, and which we did that as well. But Jalen made his mid-range shots, and But it was make no mistake about it, it was our defense that got us in position, defending and rebounding the ball.
Tyler?
Coach, what impresses you the most about Jalen Hood-Schifino's mindset, just the way that he goes about preparing things and getting ready?
Well, I'm new at this, guys. And I can only go back to when I was a freshman. He's a little ahead of the game, man. I mean, in terms of he's not your typical freshman. He plays like he's been in college, a few years, and that's a sign of the fact that he's gifted. He's been blessed with the talent, and he works. He puts himself in that position to be good. So I'm not surprised. I mean, I saw it. His last year at Mount Ver. When he played, he was the same way, just steady. And it's been a nice carryover coming to Indiana wearing that uniform for us.
Okay, last question, Jim.
Coach, I know it was a team effort defensively, but back on Jordan Geronimo, what was it that made a kind of a switch and a change? Because he had been making mistakes on the court, but tonight he played extraordinarily well and everything seemed to come together for him.
Well, he looked comfortable, and as a coach, man, when I'm challenging players, sometimes it makes them a little uneasy, and I get that. But at the end of the day, they got to understand that I'm in their corner. I need them to perform at a high level. So it ain't personal. It's coaching. It's what I call it. And I thought he was more relaxed tonight, and he did a lot of positive things on both ends of the floor, man. I just hope he can just grow from this game and continue to play that well.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you.